pushing the show live now. Okay, One Av Geek Girl number 1, Gerard Smith number 2, and Martin Davidson are top and first 3. Welcome to the show, guys. Hi, Glenn. It's nice to see. Yeah, it's a WestJet traffic jam. I'm just doing final setups here. Set up here, as you can see, on the south side. Johnny. Hello, 259 Amigo. I'm just going to do a few extra little setups here. I'm posting our show to my social media, and I'll be back with you guys shortly, but I hope you're all doing well. It's actually quite a nice morning here in Vancouver. It's going to be quite a hot day, quite a warm day. So yeah, it's all good. It's been a good week, actually. The weather's not been bad, and we're actually forecast for some very warm weather coming our way over the next few days. Record-breaking, possibly, up to high 20s, possibly even 30 degrees. So we shall see. See if that happens. Hopefully it will. As I say, I'm just doing posting my show to my own social media. Try to get some more eyeballs here watching with us. And beautiful morning here in Vancouver. It's really beautiful. I hope everybody's doing well. It's coming up on about 7 after 9 here in Vancouver today, and we'll be here for the next 3 hours. I hope that's the plan. Have some good fun spotting here. Yeah, it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And okay, hello AJ, YXX Plane Spotter, nice to see you. Yeah, so it's kind of busy here at Vancouver. This is the lay of the land. So now we got a Dash 8 as our first departure. Central Mountain, bit of wing wobble. Climbs into the early morning stratus. So yeah, as you can see, we are Southside Johnny today. South side of the field. Nice morning here in Vancouver. We've got our resident CRJ set up here. I'm not sure if it's going to fly today. We'll have to see. You never know, of course. We'll play it by ear. And if we scan down to the button of the runway 26 left, you can see it's just absolutely severe clear here. We got a heavy waiting to turn on to the active. And sugar high for AJ. And did I say hello, Martin Davidson? So we're obviously waiting for something. This is always the case. Look at what a severe blue sky we have here in Vancouver today. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous, if I dare say so. And I'm just wondering, do we have anything on approach here? Not really. Not really. So I'm not sure what the hold is, but we do have some kind of a hold. I don't see an airplane on approach on this particular runway, but I do see a lot of traffic stacked up coming our way. So there's a swoop at the main terminal. Lots of WestJets. Busy. It's a busy morning. Busy morning with at YVR today. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. And we just had a little WestJet commuter takeoff. But what a day this is. Look at it. Look at this. Okay, the Air Canada is now turning on to the active. The heavy. Let's see if we can figure out where this guy's going to. This is Air Canada Flight 304 heading to Montreal, actually. Triple. I'm sure they're probably a full flight. Look at the windsock. Yeah, so the triple's turning on to the active. We're on runway 26 today. Departures from the south side. We're south side Johnny for our show today. Runway 26 left for departures, which is where we're at right this very second. And runway 26 right for approach. So yeah, so our first heavy departure of the show. Air Canada triple off to Montreal. Dorval Airport. She's rolling thunder. Big lumbering giant of the sky. Airspeed's alive. Nice. Beautiful work. Helos. Got China Southern as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the heavy to present. We know it usually presents kind of right around the tree there, and then we'll zoom in and pounce on it as we normally do from this location. It's just how it is here, guys. Just how it is. But yeah, she was a heavy departure. Yeah, she was quite a heavy departure this morning out to Montreal. So we wish them Godspeed. And we have our China Southern as well coming out right there. China Southern Cargo Bird. It's a good busy morning, if I dare say so. But look at the traffic, my goodness. We got lots of traffic, all waiting on the departure business end of the runway this morning. Look at the sky, look at the mountain, what a scene here. We got a wedgie jet waiting to push those throttles to take off power. It's heading to San Diego. It's the WestJet 1762 departure. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful morning here in Vancouver, actually. June the 5th. Is it the 5th? Yeah, it is. June the 5th, 2025. We're at Vancouver International. My name is Henry Tenby. Henry Tenby, and this is the YVR live on the JetFlix channel. And San Diego's rolling thunder. Rolling thunder heading down to San Diego, California. It's busy at the South Terminal. Fishing season's in full bloom. Nice. Nice. Well done, wedgie jet. Well done on the wedgie jet. So here we've got our China Southern cargo bird taxiing out. Look at the mountains. It's still got a bit of snowpack. Mountains up to Whistler. Isn't that beautiful? Always nice to have the China Southern cargo machine on the show. As I say, I hope you guys are doing well. Hello, Dave Jeffries. Again, I have JG May, Jeff Ross, AJ, Doug Robinson. Nice to see you guys here. And we do have another heavy turning onto the active. It's heading to Ottawa. It's an Air Canada Dreamliner. Right now, turning onto the active. As you can see, it's chock-a-block action here. We're just going gangbusters. You want to ask your fellow Canadians about something else? Go ahead, as long as it's not political. We don't get into political discussion on the show, but if it's non-political, by all means, ask the question. We just keep this, primarily to aviation, but we certainly don't want to. This isn't a venue for politics. And look at this. Charter machine, Dash 8. Old school Dash 8. Oh, that's nice. Hope these guys are going to smile for us. They're on our channel. It's pilots. Central Mountain. How about a thumbs up? Thumbs up would be nice. Okay, our Ottawa service is Rolling Thunder. There they are. Ottawa's Rolling Thunder Dreamliner service direct to Ottawa. Just a 5-hour flight. What is non-stop action here? Let's have a look here. Wait for this to punch through. I've got a lot of messages coming through on the chat here, and I'm sorry I just can't get to it because it's just been non-stop action here. Hard for me to take my eyes off unless the airplanes go out of frame. So I'll be into the chat as much as I can. Okay. Where are we here? Got another aircraft turned on the active. Okay, Lee Davies, my pleasure. Glad you got the Ward Air tags in good order. That's great news. Glad to hear that. That's fantastic. WestJet, somebody else on the active. I can't. Let's have a look here. Yes, we got a Embraer, baby Embraer Delta, sitting on the active right now, heading to Seattle. SkyWest 3987, waiting for departure. And hello, Gary. Nice to see you here. Excellent. I think you guys were maybe talking about hockey. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I took my eye looking at the chat and I missed the action. I need to have 2 brains and 4 sets of eyes. There we go. Next stop, Seattle. So Max there. Actually, it's business back at the button of the runway. So lots of, oh boy, is it ever busy. Saab 340s next, going in front of the jet. Saab 340s Rolling Thunder. Nice stuff. Gear up. Okay, let's go back down to the button. business end here. There's our WestJet. Let's see if I can take my eyes off just for a second to get the information on the airplane. It's WestJet 706 heading to Toronto. You guys are talking about A380s. I see. Yeah, we now have 747 Lufthansa for the summer. As one AvGeek girl has pointed out, Lufthansa has the Queen of the Skies on the Vancouver run on a daily basis. So if you're looking to put the 747-400 into your logbook, and you've got about $1,500 to spare, you can fly that beautiful machine one way from Vancouver to Frankfurt and get the 400 into that logbook of yours while you still can. Beautiful. WestJet's Rolling Thunder. Okay, back to the button. As I say, it is non-stop action because we've got the morning rush here. So, corporate iron turning on to the active. Okay, Doug Robinson. I love aviation so much, but I have a question for my fellow Canadians about something else. Can I ask it? Yes, you can ask it as long as it's non-aviation. I'm sorry, as long as it's non-political. We just don't get into political conversations. So, by all means, ask the question as long as it's not politics. Wow, there's an AN124. Somebody pointed out into the chat. AJ said, there's an AN124 which just left Warsaw, destination unknown. Thank you for pointing that out for us. That's great. And yeah, I'm glad those Ward Air tags arrived, Lee. That's excellent news. Corporate iron on the roll. Bizjet. Gulfstream. The billionaire crowd. Mexican registered, actually. Maybe I wonder if that's Mr. Slim. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And let's head back to the button. Back to the button. What have we got? We'll Q400 without much delay on the roll there. Hope you guys are enjoying the non-stop action. As I say, I do apologize I'm not in the chat as much as I would like to be. It's just that it is literally non-stop action. So I'm just glued to keeping the video footage of a decent caliber of quality for you guys. Okay, let's head back to the button. We got heavies on approach on the other side, as you can see right there. And we've got China Southern turning onto the active right here. Cargo Bird heading to Toronto with the big smoke. Yeah, nice. Nice movement for Vancouver. I think, well, we see it every Thursday. I'm not sure if it's an everyday event. Some of you that are more dialed in than me might be able to comment on that, but it certainly has been here every Thursday for the last while anyhow. Yeah, there's China Southern. She's just about ready to... Yeah, there we go. She's at max takeoff power right now. Up comes those RPMs. And she's rolling thunder. Beautiful. So we're going to wait for this beautiful cargo machine to present itself. right at the tree line there, and we'll do a quick follow out. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're enjoying the show. I missed it because I took my eye. As you can see, if I take my eye off the camera for literally more than 1 second, it's not easy for me to do right now because airplanes will go right out of the screen. So, as I say, I'm just not in the chat as much as I'd like to. I know you guys are going gangbusters in there, and appreciate it very much. Thanks for being here with us. And when we have some downtime, I'll cast my eyes down and study that chat and see how you're all doing. But because it is literally back-to-back, non-stop action without seconds to even take the eyes off the camera. It's particularly busy. There's an Air Canada A330 gliding in on the north sides. And our CRJ is now busting a move right there. Nice. Let's see if we can get a rotation out of this machine. Very possible. Oh, they're heavy. They're heavy, but we got it. We got the rotation, so we're golden. We're golden. We're golden. But look at the big sky we've got here. We're not even in Montana, and we've got big sky. There's our Dash 8, Central Mountain Air. They'll be turning on to the active here in a second. And we also have an Air Canada Heavy camped out. Let's have a look where the Air Canada is heading to. It's going to Air Canada Flight 34 to Toronto. So, but we got a baby airplane on the runway right now. Little Beach 1900. Central Mountain. No, Pacific Coastal. My apologies. And they're up and away. It's a bird, it's a plane. Okay, let's go back to the active. Or the button of the active, I should say. What's happening down at the button? There's our Dash 8. Central Mountain cargo. Charter machine. Old school Dash 8. This isn't a Q400. This is an old school machine. Pre-Q series. And they're now rolling. Rolling. Quite nice. Can we get a rotation? Oh, they're heavy. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Let's head back down to the button again, guys, because we've got something very quickly turning on to the active. There it is. It's a Saab 340 Pacific Coastal. They've turned on to the active. They're next. My goodness gracious. So much happening here this morning, folks. It is literally chock-a-block action. Chock-a-block action. Believe it or not. You guys are talking sports, I think. Hello, Venkman. Welcome to the show. Hello, Karen. Welcome to the show. Karen Monson, nice to see you. And, of course, our very own Venkman is in the house. And Father Norman, welcome to the show, guys. Hope I haven't missed anybody. I'm just about missing this movement. Saab 340, busting a move. Buzzing away. Whew. Nice little climb out on that airplane. Nice climb out profile. Gear gently tucked in. And away she goes into the wild blue yonder. Let's head back down to the business end of the runway. Okay, we've got Air Canada, another heavy. It's the morning of the heavies. None other than Flight 34. I think this is 34. Is this it? I think it is. Heading to Toronto. Big smoke. Turning on to the active. It's a 777-200. They're always nice to see, aren't they? I like my 200 action. Hello, YVR Gopher. Mr. Gopher's in the house. We saw George last week on the north side. Hey, George, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Mr. Gopher, the YVR Gopher is in the house. So, the Air Canada 777-200 is in position. I'm sure they're going to be rolling thunder any second. 777, good use of the icon. Martin, thank you. There's the 777 icon, and I think that, yes, they are rolling. Love that sound. Nice. Get a mountain view there with that. Beautiful. Let's go tight. Go tight. Get the Reggie. Obviously, she's going to roll quite a bit down the runway there before the rotation, so we will wait. I will do my best to pounce when we see wing flex above the roof right about there. So bear with me, guys. Ah, there she is. There's the climb. The gear retraction. Yep. They're heavy this morning to Toronto. I think they're heavy this morning everywhere. Pretty much. And we've got a WestJet turning on to the active. So let's move the camera down to the WestJet. I wonder how much of a separation they're going to give here. That's not WestJet, that's Air Canada. My apologies. My sincere apologies on that, guys. Where's this aircraft heading to? Houston. Air Canada Flight 1300 is heading to Houston. Hello, Zeke439. Good morning. It's been a while since you've watched the show, but it's nice to have you here, especially on this beautiful Vancouver morning. It's June the 5th, 2025. It's going to be a hot one today in Vancouver. We're calling for mid to high 20s. And within the next day or so, they're looking at 30 degrees in Vancouver. So get ready to roast Vancouver and get that sunscreen out. Lots of UV radiation today on the radio. They said it's going to be very high UV today in the next few days. So you want to wear your sun hats and whatnot. But do get out there and enjoy that warm weather for the next, into the weekend. I think by Sunday they said we could have 30 degrees. If you haven't got those air conditioners hooked up, you might want to do that. Okay. Nice. Nice. As you can see, it's a crystal clear, big sky day here in Vancouver. And as I said, we're not even in Montana. So, quite a rare situation. Q400, WestJet, Encore, Rolling Thunder, Vancouver International. With an Air Canada Max. Not wasting any time taxiing onto the active. They got to keep the flow going when it's this busy. Beautiful rotation on the WestJet. West Prop, actually. They should rename that West Prop. Okay, back to the business end of our runway. Now we've got an Air Canada MAX turning onto the active. This is Air Canada Flight 598 heading to Santa Ana Airport, John Wayne Airport, Newport Beach Airport, Orange County Airport. All the same airport, half a dozen different names. If you're heading to Disneyland, this is the airplane for you. In 2.5 hours, you can be getting out at John Wayne, and by lunchtime, you can be at Disneyland, which is kind of fun. Venkman said last week he did lobster his legs. I love lobster, just not on the legs, if you know what I'm saying. I like clams, mussels, shrimp, Moreton Bay bugs, as one Av Geek girl can tell us about. Those of you that are Aussies will know about the Moreton Bay bugs. Very delicious. So you could say you Moreton Bay bugged your legs. Next stop, Disneyland. Okay. Look at those mountains. The snow is coming off them quickly. Not much snow in the immediate North Shore mountains. What's going on here? So we've got a West prop, and we've got, okay, there's a WestJet and a West prop as well. So let's see what's going to happen here. One Av Geek Girl says it's one of the happiest destinations out there. Yes, it is. And if you can afford to get yourself past the front gate, that's terrific. I'm guessing for a family of 4, it's you're going to have to save to head over to Disneyland. But it's been a while since I've been to Disneyland. Probably 30 years, maybe 40. It's a fun place. It's a small world after all, isn't it? Well, what have we got going on? Oh, okay, they were waiting for this little caravan to land, I think. Well, I can show it to you guys. Oh, no, he took off. Look at him go. Beautiful. Flying into the nice, calm air above Vancouver International. Now we can bring the cameras down to our Q400. Which is now taxiing into position. The West prop, Q400. Look at that windsock, my goodness. Yeah, the windsock is certainly earning its keep this morning. And West prop is turning onto the active. Beautiful morning it is, if I dare say so. Nice to see you here, Gary. And Jeff Rose was in the Fraser Canyon last weekend. Good stuff. Oh, there we go. Yeah, take your eyes off the camera and it's just boom, the action happens. There's our West prop, Rolling Thunder. See if we can get a rotation out of this. Yeah, we did. We got a rotation. Gear up. Okay, we got a WestJet 37 turning onto the active. Let's get our camera down there ASAP. And there she goes. No delays rolling on the WestJet. I couldn't even get my eyes onto my radar to see where this machine's heading to. Should I go tight? Yeah, I'll go tight. Why not? Let's tighten this up. Come on, V1. V1. Oh, yes. We got a V1. We got a V1, guys. Okay. I think we've got... Yes, we have a CRJ taxiing down to the active. Isn't that... Look at the North Shore Mountains. Almost bare of snow. And I saw a CRJ. There she blows right there. CRJ. Be turning onto the active here in just a second. Hello, Jamrock Music. Nice to see you, Mr. Jamrock. Jamrock was in Disneyland last June. He says, not the same. Don't waste your money on the upgrade front of the line. Thanks for the heads up on that. What else? Total waste of money. I can believe it. Okay, well, yeah, so my memories of Disneyland are from the 70s, when I was there with my family. And by the way, when I was in Disneyland, I was in present company with Elvis Presley, who was staying at the Disneyland Hotel, as were we. So yes, I was in present company of Mr. Elvis Presley when I was in Disneyland. And if you Google it, you'll probably find the exact date. I'm thinking it was probably 73 or 74. But yes, I was at Disneyland with Elvis the Pelvis, for those of you that remember him. Famous rock and roll musician of the 1950s. I remember we were in the lobby of the Disneyland Hotel, and Mr. Presley and his entourage showed up, and it was just super, super busy. And my sister and I was around 10 years old, and my sister was 7, and we didn't really appreciate what all the commotion was all about and who this famous guy was. But I just remember it was super busy. There's a lot of, photographers and whatnot. But in later years, of course, I appreciated that it was in fact Elvis that was in the house. So yeah, that's my connection to the Disneyland Hotel and Disneyland back in the 1970s. Unfortunately, we did not get to see Mr. Presley perform, but he was there. Well, we're waiting with bated breath for the CRJ to bust a move. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. It's been quite a busy start to the morning, which is just the way we like it. That's the way we roll. Oh, Knott's Berry Farm. Jeff Ross, thank you for mentioning Knott's Berry Farm. We also did go to Knott's Berry Farm. I don't remember too much about Knott's Berry Farm, but obviously it's in the region, another amusement park. And there was another amusement park north of Los Angeles. I'm trying to remember the name of it. What the heck was the name of that? It'll come to me in a second here. Magic Mountain, I think. Yeah, Magic Mountain. That was another good one. But of course, the most famous is Disneyland. Yeah, Magic Mountain. We got a Bizjet on approach. Corporate Iron lined up here. Falcon 50, Tri-Jet. About on very short finals here at Vancouver International. Yeah. Bizjet, Tri-Jet. Beautiful. Canadian Reggie. She rolls out. Reverse. Buckets. Buckets. Nice to see the Tri-Jets. Always like a good Tri-Jet to start the morning. Okay, we've got a CRJ turning onto the active. Let's get the cameras down there. And there's our CRJ turning on to the active. Destination is, pray tell, Phoenix. Sky Harbor Airport. It's going to be about a 2 hour and 30-minute flight down to Phoenix this morning. Very narrow tube, but a comfortable ride nonetheless, if I dare say so. Hello, Anil. Hoshgaldanes to Anil in Toronto. Joining us from Toronto, Ontario. And hello, Jillian. Jillian Clough is in the house. Nice to see you, Jillian. Hope you're doing well. Tight. Tighten that up for you guys. There we go. Rotation. Or are they heavy? Yeah, a bit heavy. Okay. No worries. Let's go back and get the we've got a flying pencil turning onto the active this morning for us. That's our own resident house-based flying pencil right there. You can see that Fairchild Swearingen Metroliner. I call them flying pencils. Yeah, that's it. It's a cargo machine. It's going to turn on to the active, and we've got that corporate iron coming our way as well. So, I'm not sure if it's going to. Yeah, it is coming our way. I'd like for you to see this tri-jet right there. Buckets. You can see the bucket on the number 2 engine. Well, they just closed the buckets. The buckets were out and they closed them, but at least you got to see some bucket action. So that was nice. Beautiful. Yep. Hello, Gordon Ritchie. Welcome to the show. Nice to see you, Gordon. Beautiful looking Bizjet. Beautiful. Isn't that a nice looking machine? Mr. Geos is the Reggie. Or if they've got the buckets happening for us. Any bucket? Is that it? Yeah, I think we've got some bucket action there. That's the bucket. The number 2 engine's in bucket mode. Yeah, what happened to that little flying pencil? Let's see if did we lose the pencil, guys? No, the pencil's there behind the pole. So the pencil will perform for us. Pretty sure. What's happening here? Scouring the business end of the runway. There's the FedEx hub. We've got 3 757s on the FedEx ramp, but I guess ahead of the flying pencil, we've got this Air Canada Jazz Q400. And where is it going to? It's going to Seattle, actually. It's going to Seattle. Lee Davies, thank you so much. Lee has sent 1 JetFlix membership as a donation. Thank you very much, Lee, for that generous donation, and congratulations to, I'll glance down to Michael King, who picked that up. By the way, with that, with your exclusive premium membership, you can enjoy our exclusive content. This past week, we uploaded a documentary film that I produced on Canada's last Hawker Siddeley 748 operation. The part 1 was a 45-minute show, and part 2 is actually premium content. So you have to be a premium member to see the continuation of the show. But the first part is available for free for all viewers, and hopefully that will entice you to upgrade your subscriptions to premium. But again, Michael King has picked up a complimentary gift membership through the generosity of Lee Davey. So Michael can go and view our exclusive content and the part 2 of the Hawker Siddeley 748 documentary that we just uploaded to the channel this past week. Fun stuff. Q400's rolling for Seattle. Oh, look at that. Aren't they light this morning? Aren't they light this morning to SeaTac? That was a very short takeoff run, I would say. Let's get the flying pencil. I don't want to miss our flying pencil. The flying pencil is somewhere down there. There it is. There is the flying pencil, nosed into us. Hello, SKM. Welcome to the show. That's right, the buckets were on the center engine on the Falcon. So, yeah, for those of you that may not remember or are too young to know, back in the early 60s, the early engines, the Conway engines on the Douglas DC-8, the thrust reversers were essentially buckets. So whenever they would pull reverse, they would the captain or whoever was the pilot in command would call for buckets, and they would, on the thrust reverse lever of the throttles, they'd pull up the thrust reverse levers and pull the buckets. So that's the terminology on buckets for reverse thrust, which in the year 2025, Henry Tenby uses ubiquitously when referring to reverse thrust. So some of you might think that I'm smoking something strange, but no, it's actually a very old school expression for reverse buckets. There you go, that's the story. And now you know. There's the flying pencil in the background. Two for one. Q400's just about ready. Yeah, there we go. I think they're rolling. I wonder if they're going to have a short takeoff roll. We'll see. We shall see. They've got some passengers on board. They've got some passengers on board for sure. And the Metro. Let's go get the Metro liner. Pencil. Pencil's right there. There's the flying pencil. Nice. Hello, Martin Davidson. Okay, the flying pencil is departing. There's the pencil, it's on the move. Nice stuff. It's a classic airliner, classic commuter liner, I should say. They're up, up and away. It's a regular visitor here at Vancouver International Airport, operating cargo runs out of YVR pretty much every day, I would say. So So, we now actually have a breather, so I can formally welcome everybody to the show. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, the 5th of June, 2025. We're at Vancouver International Airport. This is the South Terminal Observation Deck where we're at today. It's a fabulous morning, crystal clear blue skies. It's about 17 degrees Celsius as I stand here before you. The weatherman is calling for a healthy mid-20s today, with temperatures building into the weekend. Apparently by Sunday we could be as high as 30 degrees right here in the Vancouver area. So very high UV coming our way. It's going to be a very, very warm period. Possibly record-breaking, we'll have to see, but it's a nice day to be out here at the airport doing our live show. Hope you're all doing well. The current time is coming up just to 10 o'clock. So what we've just seen was the morning rush. We do have departure and arrival banks here at YVR, typically early morning, midday, afternoon, late afternoon. So we're going to be here probably for the midday one as well, around lunchtime. And our show will be about 3 hours. So we usually do a 3-hour show on Thursdays when I'm here in town in Vancouver. As you guys, most of you know, I do travel quite frequently. Every other month I'm going somewhere. But when I am in town, the show is on Thursdays. So that's our show. We've got a few airplanes coming out from the main terminal. We've got another, it's a Delta Embraer's coming out, and we've got a busy WestJet ramp. So we're gonna have at least another 2 hours here of hanging out and plane spotting. But I just wanted to welcome everybody to the show. Those of you that are new, nice to have you here. And of course, our regulars, I'd like to thank you as well. And of course, a very special thanks to the moderators that are here hanging out with us as well. So on that note, I'm just going to climb back behind the camera because we've got a few bits and pieces coming our way. And I'll stop the camera down. Give me 1 second here. And we've got a WestJet 37 taxiing out right there. So how is everybody doing? Hello Smurfy 999. We've got Yosef in the house as well. So Yosef and Smurfy, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Very much appreciate that. It's as you can see, it's a very nice day here in Vancouver. There's a gentle breeze to keep things cool for us. I can turn on the radio. We can hear what's going on with it. Tower freaks. I guess the North Caribou's not going to fly today. We don't have any ground engineers doing engine checks and whatnot. So I guess that airplane's just going to be sitting dormant. It's okay. I don't mind having a CRJ in front of me. I don't have a problem with that at all. It's a nice bit of part of the scenery, isn't it? And speaking of the scenery, look at those mountains. Look at those mountains, guys. We've got a bit of snow on the ski runs on the top of the mountains, but it's almost all gone. Within the next, I'd say by the end of June, they'll be free of snow. Even the tops of the mountains will be bare.
Stay with me, taxi 5 Mike, Juliet, proper to the sounds good, Mike 4, Mike, Juliet, Bob, Canada,
Isn't that nice? Bit of snow up there. Looks like Geneva, doesn't it? Kind of. Geneva has a similar situation. The Swiss Alps are frequent. When you see footage taken at Geneva, you'll see the Swiss Alps in the background, kind of just like that. So want to give you guys a nice lay of the land here. Yeah. So, nice morning. Nice morning here in Vancouver. It's just what we ordered. Don't like rain at all. Except in the middle of the summer when we've got smoke. There's the WestJet. I hear a helicopter. Where's the helicopter, guys? I'm looking for it. But I do hear it for sure. WestJet's turning on to the active. And the WestJet is going to, of all the places, Las Vegas. So the WestJet with the flight number 1788 heading to Vegas. Here we go. Not too much of a wait there on the roll. Nice. See how full the flight is by where it rotates. Yeah, they're full enough. They're full enough down to Vegas. Let's go get the... we've got another Delta SkyWest flight. Embraer. It's ready to turn on to the active right there. Okay, my battery's collapsed, so I'm going to do a battery change right now, guys. I'm going to do a battery change because the battery's gone. It collapsed very quick. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll change the battery and I'll be back in just 1 second, guys. I'll be back in 1 second. Hang on. For the battery change, that was done pretty quickly. So there we are. We're back in business. We are back in business. And there we go. There's our Delta connection. The Delta connection is... Where's the Delta connection going to? Seattle. This aircraft's heading to Seattle as the flight 136X. Strange flight number, but it is. Thank you very much for the thumbs up, Mixter, JG, Gordon Rich, me, Venkman on the battery change icon there. Mission accomplished. So yeah, the Embraer is turning on to the active right now.
Altimeter 3012, taxi via Juliet Hotel Delta.
Got a bit of heat build up, you can see. As the temperature gets warmer, we get more of the heat distortion. There we go. Short flight down to Seattle, half an hour. Call it half an hour. Hello, Jonas H. Welcome to the show, Jonas. Patiently with bated breath. Waiting very patiently. Well, let's go, guys. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this show going. How's A350 doing? Hope all was well with our friend Mixter. Here we go. Kind of an early rotation there on that. They're not too heavy to Seattle this morning. Not too heavy.
Canada 396, ground, runway 265 now, 3012, taxi by Juliet, sort of Lima, contact on 121.7.
Okay, that was quite nice. I liked the takeoff. That was a very nice takeoff for us. Okay, CRJ coming out. And what's happening in the WestJet gates? Let's have a look here. Well, Air North is sitting there.
916 now, proceed on runway
Swoop, of course.
left onto Delta 2. Alternative
Okay.
Delta.
We've got a few bits and pieces, I would say. Hello, Javier Baines. Welcome to the show, Javier. And Alan S. from Sunderland, Northeast England. It's such a nice place that they named a flying boat after it. Yeah, Sunderland. What a great name for a place.
Push at 708 ground taxi via Delta 7, the tow and Delta.
Always nice to see somebody from a place with a great aviation name. Do we have any Viscounts in the house? Or Comets? Here, I'll give you guys a mountain view. Give you the nice mountain view there. You can see it's just a really nice day here in Vancouver today.
Encore tow ground, so push back
Yeah.
to your discretion.
We're sending our best wishes to our fellow Canadians in the Prairie provinces, Saskatchewan, Alberta. They're dealing with some very bad forest fires right now, and a lot of smoke and evacuation orders and things, and it's just a very difficult time for them. So hopefully there can be some moisture and some rains to ease that situation. Challenger. That was a Challenger Bizjet that just landed, and of course we've got the Air North that's pushing back right now as well. And down, of course, at the business end of our runway, we've got the Jazz heading to Edmonton. So we've got a bit happening here. Right there. This aircraft's flying to Edmonton. It's the Air Canada Jazz. What's the flight number? 776, I think. Andrew Baird. Congratulations to those. There's going to be a lot of very happy people, because thank you so much, Andrew Baird, for donating 5 JetFlix memberships. Wow. Thank you so very much for the kind generosity and amazing donation from Andrew. I will read out the names of the people that picked up those those gifts courtesy of Andrew in just a second. Wow, thank you very, very much, Andrew. Rotation. Oh, look at that, from one to another. Yes, again, very, very big thank you to Andrew Baird for the amazing donation of 5 premium JetFlix gift memberships. The people that picked up those prizes will have access to our premium content, including our the part 2 of our Hawker Siddeley 748 documentary that we just uploaded to the channel this week. For those of you that haven't seen the part 1, that is free. That's available for all viewers, and hopefully that'll encourage you to upgrade your subscription to premium to view the part 2. What's happening? What's happening? Don't know who the operator is of this airplane, but obviously it's Canadian registered, Challenger, corporate Bizjet. So quite a bit happening here on the field for us. Here comes the Air North. I think it's heading to Kelowna. I think it's the Kelowna flight. I'll have a look at my flight radar in just a second. Yeah, it's going to Kelowna, flight 509, actually. Finished work. Well, I hope you had a productive and very busy day, Andrew. That's fantastic. And Jamrock Music said it went on board the Moore's water bomber, and that you saw the Vickers Viscount at the museum in Victoria. That's a lovely, lovely aviation museum at Victoria Airport. Actually, beautiful museum. Yeah, isn't that a nice? Air North looking very nice as she makes her way to the runway. As you can see, it's just a nice, calm morning here in Vancouver this morning. Move the camera over there.
396, continue taxi now by Delta 7, just expect airborne time of about
yeah. Hello, Aaron Phillips. Thanks for joining our show, Aaron. And hello, Paula. Nice to see you as well. Paula's a little late, busy, but that's okay. It's never too late to join our show. We appreciate all of you whenever you guys can come here, and if you're a little late, no problem. We just appreciate everybody being here. No pressure, as we like to say, right? So Aaron will be there in over 2 weeks. I think you're referring to Victoria, or the Aviation Museum. Here comes Air North, taxiing onto the active. Short flight to Kelowna, about 40 minutes I would guess, something like that. Just enough time to enjoy the scenery, really. There's actually a bit of a cool breeze out here still. Maybe it's coming in off the water. In the background. Let's see how full or light this airplane is to Kelowna this morning. Yeah. Got the rotation. We got the rotation. Here comes a little chestnut. A chestnut caravan.
Vancouver ground jazz 317, push circuit 35.
Here's the chestnut. Who likes roasted chestnuts? Okay, we got our Max Rolling Thunder right there. Nice stuff, actually. Nice and calm. There's the caravan. Taxing. These things buzz about all day long here at Vancouver. In and out, up and down. Always around. Okay. Air Canada taxiing out right there. Max. A Max. Yes. So Aaron Phillips says Vancouver Airport to begin road trip to a Soyuz, Banff, Jasper, and back round to Whistler. Well, that sounds like a very nice road trip. Keeping it Canadian. All natural Canadian, of course. Great holiday. That'll be a nice trip. Hopefully you'll have great weather. Vankman says Icelandair is 20 minutes out. Okay, it is an unusual arrival time, Vankman. You are right. Let's see if we can get the camera pointed at it. If I don't latch onto it, maybe you can mention it in the chat. If I can see it, I'll definitely point the camera at it as well when we get closer to that, 15-20 minutes from now. It'd be neat to see it, for sure. Icelandair arrival. Nice to have them on the show. By the way, this airplane's heading to Quebec City. Great airport code, YOB. Yeah. No, sorry, YQB. I read it as YOB. I need to clean my spectacles. Yes, YQB, Quebec City. Direct service to Quebec City from Vancouver. For all the yobs. Oh, whoa, we got something nice coming our way, guys. Oh, they're towing it, okay. It's a tow crew situation here. Maintenance. They're bringing this aircraft to the hangar on the south side here for maintenance. That's what it is. It's a tow crew situation. Well, I'm just waiting for the yobs to taxi on to the active. Yeah, we'll go get the Quebec City service. There it is. There it is. Quebec City, non-stop from Vancouver International Airport. And it's now rolling. That's it. YQB. I read it as yob. Well, they're full enough to Quebec City because they rolled right, quite long there for the rotations. So definitely kind of heavy to Quebec City. And I'll wait for the airplane to present. I'm looking for it. Yeah, there it is, right by the tree, usual spot. But yeah, I wasn't expecting such a full flight to Quebec City. It's a bit of an odd city pair, Vancouver to Quebec City. I'm not sure of how much affinity there is between the 2 points, but there is. So, Canadians spending their tourist dollars in Canada. So Air Canada's reallocated their schedules accordingly. And they've added flights that didn't exist before to cater to increased domestic air travel. And the Vancouver to Quebec City service is one of those flights. So yeah, it's interesting to see. Very interesting to see.
We've got a Q400 under tow on the way down here. As mentioned, that Q400's turning at Charlie and taxi your
Interesting, isn't it, this aircraft?
The water, what's your destination? We're on the upper flight plan.
Yeah, interesting stuff, guys.
I'm not sure it's a November Echo Golf departure on the westbound from 0746. 0746.
Puerto Vallarta. Okay, we got a WestJet heading to Puerto Vallarta here. Turning onto the active right now. Right there, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And we got a Bizjet as well. But yeah, this Boeing is heading to PVR.
Ground taxi via Victor, hold short of hotel ground 121.7, holding short. 6 ground standby.
There we go. Rolling for Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Okay. Oh, look at this. Look how fast this seaplane's going, guys. Look how fast he's going. He's in a rush. He's in a rush. Big time. It's going down the ramp to the water. Don't know who the owner of this aircraft is. Probably locally based, I'm guessing. Back to the jets. We've got Swoop coming out. Swoop is coming out, which is great, guys. Good morning, Kirsten. Welcome to the show, Kirsten. Hope you're doing well. Got the smell of burnt kerosene. It's quite nice. Oh, it didn't last long, but it was nice while it did last. Let's go get the Swoop. There's the Swoop. .37. Obviously, it's operating WestJet. Just haven't painted the airplane out of the Swoop colors. Oh, we got a lander on this side, guys. Right there. Snuck in. Snuck in nicely. Lee Davies. Thank you so much, Lee. Lee Davies has very generously gifted a JetFlix Premium membership. Wow. Thank you, Lee. That was very much appreciated. And congratulations to Daredevil for picking that membership up, giving you access to our premium content here on the channel, as well as the special emojis to use here in the chat. Bizjet time. Bizjet time. Thank you again, Lee. And Chris Jeffs says the seaplane, the Caravan float plane, belongs to Sea Air. Thank you so much for pointing that out. BAC 111. Okay, what have we got on approach? I see something. I spy with my little eye. Is that the you know what? No, that's Flare. I thought it was possibly our Icelandair, but it's not. So here's the Swoop. Windsock's definitely earning its keep today. There they go. I didn't have a chance to look where this airplane's going. Mixter, A350 member for 5 months. Congratulations, Mixter. Wow. Thank you so much for your support. Mixter A350, definitely appreciate that 5-month support. Congratulations. So Mixter says thanks for all of you, member, for my free 5 months. Porter looks like they're pushing back. Yeah, congratulations on that, Mixter A350. Yeah. Hello, Ultimate Sim Gamer, welcome to the show. Ultimate. Okay, Icelandair on approach. I see it. Let's go get it, guys. Let's go get Icelandair. Icelandair. There's Icelandair on approach from Keflavik Airport. There they are. Always nice to have the Icelandic aircraft on our show. Strange arrival time, I agree. Definitely agree on that. But it's nice for us at least to have it here. We get to see it. Better than a kick in the backside for sure. Very cool. Decent color scheme on it as well. And then we get the peekaboo view right there. Peekaboo, peekaboo. That's it. That's it. Okay, we got to see Icelandair, and thanks to Venkman for pointing it out for me, so I was a little bit more in tune to it coming in. Thank you very much, Venkman. Well, not bad. Not bad, Venkman. We did it together, so... Yeah, shame it's not a 757, but, you know, better than nothing. 757s are always nice. I haven't seen their 757s here for a while. I think it's been maybe over a year since I've seen a 757 of Icelandair.
November Fox Bravo, you're with Howard North, contact 134.02, we're checking your call. I'm not sure who you're trying to call. I'll send them up the top out here. It's
Temperature's nice though, it's getting a bit warmer.
Ground, contact ground 121.7. 1217, Negative, I'm working both. Icelandair 695, ground taxi via Mike, Juliet, Bob, and Hebron. Maybe 2-1, ground, give way to an Icelandair 737, right to left to Juliet. Give it Icelandair 737.
A helicopter here, but it's going to go right above my head, so it'd be too difficult for me to film. I'm sorry. You're going to hear a helicopter here in just a second. That's it. Yeah, it's too hard for me to film. My apologies, guys. We do have a Bizjet coming in here, though, on approach. Yeah, okay, we got a Bizjet. I'll bring the camera over to the Bizjet here. There it is. It's a Learjet, looks like to my eye. Old school Learjet. This is your father's Learjet. Right there, yeah, there we go. Nice old school Lear. Classic jet. Canadian Reggie. Yeah. Within the reach of pretty much anybody that wants a jet is this. I'm sure it's well under $1 million. My guess is $400,000 or $600,000 you could purchase that airplane. Purchase, of course, you have to still insure it, crew it, maintain it. But the purchase price on these airplanes are actually quite low. Nice looking machine, isn't it? Yeah, old school Lear. Okay, there's our Lear jet. Nice to see the Lears, for sure. The old Lears. Q400 turning on to the active. Q400 is going to Cassidy Airport in Nanaimo. Just a short hop and skip and jump over the water from where we're standing. Probably 10 minutes air time, I'm going to guess. Maybe. It's a very short flight. I know you guys have shorter scheduled flights in the UK, but for Canada this is quite a short scheduled flight on a large commercial airliner. Not that large, but I think you guys know what I'm saying. It's bigger than an Islander. Stop, Cassidy Airport in Nanaimo on Vancouver Island. Basically straight where the nose is pointed is where Cassidy Airport is. Straight line. Straight line. Okay, here comes our old school Lear jet. Look at this. Isn't this cool, guys? Isn't this cool? Look at that. Love it. Love it. Classic Bizjet. What a neat machine. What a neat machine. Who are the lucky devils that get to fly on this thing? I'd love a flight on it. There's the registration. Golf Mike Zulu Victor. Yeah, nice. Very nice aircraft. Wow. Oh, we've got a rolling thunder in the form of a porter. And here comes our famous Zip from Japan, heading to Narita. Yeah, Narita is coming our way. Beautiful Narita service on the Zip Air Dreamliner. Great to see. Yep, hello Python, welcome to the show. If I haven't already welcomed you, nice to see you, Python. You can see we've got a bit of a heat distortion going on, but we've also got a Bizjet on approach. So I'm bringing the camera around fast and furious to get the Bizjet. Right there. Coming in. I think this is a Vancouver regular. Pretty sure it is. I think this is a locally based machine. To Jersey. Is that British? I don't know. You guys tell me. To to Jersey. Strange Reggie. Is this from the Channel Islands? You guys tell me. Yeah, neat Reggie. I didn't know that the number 2 was a country identifier for ICAO registration purposes. But I'll be a monkey's uncle. It is. Yeah, it's kind of windy. As I say, the windsock is definitely earning its keep today. Zip. That's right. Our in-house one-av geek girl is going to be heading to Narita herself. Although not on this metal. She'll be going on her own metal. She'll be testing her own metal tomorrow, actually, to Narita. Always a nice destination. So, wishing her a very good flight. I'd like to be going along myself. But those flights are always packed. Full house. Coming back is almost impossible. Okay, here's the strange Bizjet, guys, with the weird Reggie. The to Jersey Reggie. Or maybe it's from New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, or Jersey Channel Islands. But what a weird Reggie that is, isn't it? Very weird Reggie. Okay, back to our Japanese service. Nice Japanese reg as well. Good action for us. Really quite nice. Is turning on to the active. I don't think they're gonna hold. Yeah, they're coming. Look at the windsock. Look at the windsock, guys. It's windy. Okay, Zip Air is turning on to the active. Next stop, Narita, Japan. Yeah. It's a great place, Japan. You guys are talking about it. Highly recommend it. That's right. We're wishing one Av Geek girl a nice ride across the Pacific. It's about an 8-hour flight from Vancouver. Something like that. Pretty quick. There, Zip Air is rolling. Nice, very nice. the aircraft to present itself. The usual spot right above the tree there. And we can do a follow out on it as well. As soon as we see it, we will follow it out. And in 8 hours from now, they are going to be arriving at Narita Airport. Just in time for dinner. Nice sushi dinner at your favorite rotation conveyor belt sushi restaurant. That's what I would be doing. Tucking into a fantastic sushi dinner when I get to Japan. Sans sake. Yeah. Won't be loading up on sake. Don't need to have a 3-day headache.
Vancouver Tower, United 2726. Good morning. We're about a 6 mile final from runway 26 right. United 2726, Vancouver Tower. Good morning. Number 2, following company 737, 2 miles final. Clear to land. Runway 26 right. Okay, number 2, clear to land. 26 right. 39 2726.
Okay, we got a United following another United, believe it or not. United's popular today in Vancouver. Their first flight's from San Francisco. I can show it to you guys because it's coming in on the north side there. I'll just zoom in on it. This is the San Francisco United service right there. San Francisco. And then we get a peekaboo view right there. And apparently there's another United as well on approach. So we'll look for it. Yeah, I see another United as well, inbound from Washington, D.C. Wow, lots of United service. Hello, Dean and Cleo. Cleo says 2 is the state of Guernsey and Jersey. So I was right initially, Guernsey and Jersey. Yeah, the Guernsey boys and Jersey boys have a great registration. Yeah. Okay, here's our United number 2 from what did I say? Houston? No, IAD. Dulles Airport. Washington, however you like to pronounce it. Gently gliding in above Vancouver's expanding skyline. South Granville, or I should say South Canby. Marine Drive, Gateway area, right there. And we get another peekaboo view, right there's the peekaboo view for you guys. Yeah, okay. Point the camera back at the terminal building. WestJet area, right there. Something like that. Well, what can I say? What can I say, guys? It's definitely been quite busy. Great start. You know, I wasn't expecting it to be this busy. Oh, we got another heavy on approach. Heavy on approach from Pudong Airport, Shanghai. Air Canada flight 206 is lined up on finals. Right there, inbound from Pudong. This is it. Shanghai. Peekaboo. Okay. Well, we got inbound, which was quite nice. Hope you guys are having a good day wherever you're watching from, enjoying the show, relaxed. Maybe you have your feet up, having some coffee or tea or dinner if you're watching in the UK or Europe. Whatever you're doing, I just hope you're nice and relaxed, just like we are here out at the airport, enjoying the action. It's so nice. Very, very nice. My battery's at 40%, so I am watching it quite closely in case we have a rapid battery collapse. There's the porter. That's him. Oh, porter cleared to land. That's landing porter. Double porter action here at the airport. We got porter taxiing for departure right here with us. And we've also got porter on the radio calling in for landing as well on the north side. So, good stuff. Excellent. It's good action here, actually, for you know, Thursday, South Side. Pretty much non-stop. We might get a little bit of downtime, but so far so good. So far so good. Yeah, I see it. I see the porter on the other side, but we got a dash 8 actually here on our side on the inbound. Right there. Or Q400, I should say. I called it a dash 8, my bad. Slowed it down quickly, didn't they? Okay, let's go get the Embraer heading. The porter's heading to Ottawa, by the way. This porter here heading to Ottawa. This porter here is heading to Ottawa, and that porter there is inbound from. I missed it. Sorry, guys. So from one porter to another. Okay. And here's our porter departure on this side. Right there. Not bad. Really quite nice action, if I dare say so. The other porter was coming in from Ottawa as well, so double Ottawa. One inbound, one outbound. Double. Double. Hello, Dan Parrott. Welcome to the show, Dan. Nice to see you here. Glad you could show up. Another Tenby bedtime story. Yes, they're not very soothing, but yes, you're very kind. Very kind, Dan. Yeah, but you're right. I guess heading off to slumber, watching the action here in Vancouver. Not a bad way to call it an end to the day. Boeing, Air Canada. Okay, let's go back to our porter. It's waiting to turn on to the active for its flight to Ottawa. Let's have a look what we got here. Yes, Truth Provider, it's a great view of the planes, because it's so clear actually. It is perfectly clear and beautiful here in Vancouver today. Wonderful. Well, congratulations, Paula, to your son. Wow. Wow, good for him. My son just came home with champagne. Got offered a bank manager position. That's terrific. Well, yes, it's definitely an occasion to bust open that magnum of champagne. Wonderful. Yeah, congratulations to your son, Paula. That is wonderful news. Great news. Wow. Amazing. We're just waiting patiently. Oh, no, they're still not moving. I guess we must have an airplane on approach on our side here. It is my guess. Let's see if I can find anything on our flight radar. Yeah, there is. We've got a Beech 1900 of Pacific Coastal coming in from Victoria on our side. So that's why this particular aircraft is holding. So it's okay. And Neil says Air Canada 787 is coming in from Toronto. 2 minutes on the north side. Çok teşekkürler, Anil, for pointing that out to us. And the battery's at 33%. So I am watching the battery in case we have a catastrophic rapid decompression of the battery. We'll be ready to act. Okay. We're waiting with... Well, look, we've got this Air Canada on the other side. That might be the one that Anil pointed out. This guy here, that could be it. I think it is. Right there. Gliding in quite nicely. You know, it looks quite majestic, the Dreamliner, doesn't it? When the camera's in focus. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Back to our porter, which is sitting nicely, waiting patiently, I must add. Waiting very patiently. We're waiting for a Pacific Coastal Beech 1900 to land on our side. So we're being patient. thrown around by the wind a bit. So, well, Truth Provider says, I can't imagine anyone looking forward to flying to Ottawa. You know, in the summertime, I think Ottawa's a nice place. There's good tourist things to do. It's got a nice downtown. There's the Parliament buildings. If you're a collector of coins, I collect coins. So you can have a nice tour of the Mint. I always used to love doing the Mint tour. My grandparents lived in Ottawa. Yeah, because my mom is originally from Ottawa. So, you know, I had my grandparents in Ottawa when I was a kid, and I used to love enjoying the Mint tours, the Canadian Mint, the Royal Canadian Mint. So if you're ever going to Ottawa, take the tour of the Mint, and they do have a good aviation museum as well at Rockcliffe Airport. I highly recommend the aviation museum. So there's some good stuff to do in Ottawa. I could keep myself quite busy there, actually. Maybe one of these days I will go back again. Okay, somebody's sneaking onto the runway. So this is Air Canada 108 to Toronto, sneaking onto the runway. Sneaky devils. Yeah. It's a flight 108 to Toronto. It's an A321 turning onto the active ahead of the porter. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Okay, that was a very nice takeoff. We've now got another airplane sneaking ahead of porter. Alaska Airlines is sneaking into position. Sneaky devils. They're going to Seattle, flight 2187. So, I guess porter's got a bit of a hold there. Yeah, the battery's at 29%. I'm watching my battery like a fiend. Okay, let's get going, Alaska Airlines. There we go, Alaska's. What a nice color scheme, actually. I like that. Looks very nice on the Embraer. I mean, I've seen it before, obviously, but I'm just appreciating what a nice color scheme that is on the baby Embraer. So nice. Nice climb out. Beautiful. Very, very nice colors, if I dare say so. We still have Porter being very patient at the button of the runway there. Right there. Yeah, I don't know if it's a slot issue or what it is, so... Hello, Lee Bracewell. Canadian Custom RC, welcome to the show. Canadian Custom says, hey, I thought I would come watch since I like plane spotting in Calgary. Wonderful. Says you are able to park by the runway fence and watch it. It's a nice spot. I know where you're talking about, Canadian Custom. You're talking about near, I think, by the old, well, it's the Shell, it used to be a Shell, landmark, signature landmark aviation, kind of in that area. There's an area where you can sit and watch. Yes, Calgary has some nice places for plane spotting, for sure. And thank you for coming to our show and checking out the action here in Vancouver. Q400 on the roll. Nice, take off. And we got a WestJet actually, sitting nicely on the runway, so quick as well. They did not waste a second of their time. Look how quick they got onto the runway, these guys. Unbelievable. Heading to Saskatoon, by the way. Nice day to fly to Saskatoon. Bit light today to Saskatoon, I guess. Bit light to Saskatoon. Got the rotation out of them. Just waiting for the porter actually to. Well, okay. We'll move the camera around. 25% on my battery, guys. 25% on the battery. Yeah, so this porter here, I'll show you. This porter's been sitting for a while. That one right there. Very patiently. I haven't had any complaints out of him or her yet. David Underwood walked to the Aviation Museum in 2002 from Ottawa City Centre. Wow. Good for you, David. That's fantastic that you hoofed it over. I've not been to that aviation museum in decades. Probably 40 years. I'd love to go and have another look at it. We got a WestJet turning onto the active. It's heading to Calgary as the WestJet 108. Yeah, so we're just waiting for showtime. Showtime. It's very peaceful spotting here, actually. Very peaceful. Oh, crikey. Little helicopter just flew by. Waiting patiently with bated breath. Come on, WestJet. Let's bust a move. And we got a heavy on the north side coming in as well. I can see it. I can see it clearly now. I was about to sing the song. I think you guys know the song I'm talking about. I can see it clearly now, yes. What do you guys think I should do? Show you guys the heavy? Okay, I'll show you the heavy. We can see if we can do the two of these. Oh, it's Air France. A350 for A350 Mixter. There's the A350 for Mr. Mixter. Always nice to have Air France in the house. Air France, Air France. Glad we get to see it. Nice. Okay, we got it. We got it too, right? We didn't miss the WestJet here heading to Calgary. So that worked like a charm, if I dare say so. Yeah, nice to have you here, Canadian Custom. And this airplane's coming to you, heading to Calgary. Coming your way. Oh yeah, we got a rotation too. Awesome stuff. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. WestJet on the roll. Martin Davidson says, are there obstacles in my way? Yes, there are obstacles. That's the nature here. We have a light stand which lights up the whole ramp. That's an obstacle. So unfortunately it is out of my power to remove that from, there's one of them here and another one there. So we do have these two obstacles. I am powerless to remove them, unfortunately. And we've got an obstacle here as well. It's out of my power to do anything about it. We have a building there, and we have a light standard here. So that is part of the furniture at this location. This is the way it goes. Bizjet turning on to active. That Trijet, Falcon 50. I wonder where it's going to. I wonder if we have that information on our app. No, destination not available for the Falcon 900. I called it a Falcon 50, but it's actually a Falcon 900. The battery's at 18%, guys, so I might have to do a battery change here very quickly. So just be aware. I might do a rapid battery change, just so everybody's on the same frequency here when it happens. Come on, let's bust a move. Let's get this back. Let's get this Bizjet. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. The Bizjet's rolling. Nice, nice. Get a rotation out of it. Yes. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. A little bit of wing wobble. Nice, nice stuff. Okay. What's happening with our... You know what? I'm going to do the battery change right now just because we can. Let's do the battery change, guys. We're going to do it right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm doing a battery change. I'll be back with you guys in about 5 seconds. Downtime there, just to get it done. Not to be prating about when we had action to be contending with. So, yeah, we did the battery change. So we're back in business. We're back in business, which is good. All our cables are tight. And we got something fantastic coming our way, guys. Look at this. Yowzers. Look at that. Air Hong Kong, or Hong Kong Airlines as they call themselves, going to its namesake, Hong Kong. Look at the heat though. We got some terrific heat build up here. 22 seconds. Yeah, we've got Air Hong Kong on the taxiing out here for their departure to Hong Kong, JetFlix Airport. It's flight number 81 to Hong Kong. It's an A330. Right there. JetFlix. Yeah, not bad. It is not a bad livery, if I dare say so. Bye-bye, Daniel. It was nice to have you here with us. Thanks for hanging out. Nice that you were here. Yeah, I don't think we've seen this aircraft at this particular location before, so it is kind of nice to see it from here. Yeah, good for us. Very nice. Got some good heavies here for us. We got an Air Canada as well taxiing out. So yeah, double toil and trouble.
We're going to depart one heavy there from Delta 5, and you can let me know if you're ready after that. Just confirm you're holding short of runway 26 o'clock.
We got a heavy on approach. Right about there.
Finals. And then we got this nice beautiful machine heading to Shanghai Airport, Pudong. Air Canada Flight 25, taxiing out. Right there. And then also, right behind it, we have Hong Kong Airlines, right there.
305 taxi via Lima to the apron, 2 far up the left, giving way. 305, I'm showing gate 26. This is the drive with heavy. Check out 302, Vancouver International Airport, fly the heavy, number 2, please land runway 266. Number 2, clear the last 56, Air Canada 064 heavy, remain this frequency, exit 1.6.
Good looking aircraft, nice color scheme. It's a neat one for Hong Kong. I agree, Venkman. It's an awesome looking color scheme. And here's our Shanghai aircraft turning onto the active.
Continue to pressure, just hold short of Delta 5, stay on the street. Hold short of 5,
What a long wait for Porter down there, though. I feel sorry for them. Okay, look who's moving. Finally. Finally. These guys are... Porter's finally getting the nod. They got the nod. Ottawa. That's Porter heading to Ottawa. Oh, they're towing it. Look at that. They're towing it. They put a tow truck on it, and they're towing it out of the way. Not good news. Not good news, actually. Was it always under tow? Was it? Maybe it was always under tow, and I got my wires crossed. Maybe it was always under tow, guys. It wasn't an operating flight, so... Yeah, it's tow, so, okay. I had my wires crossed internally, but no worries. No worries, all's well that ends well. There's the Hong Kong. Yeah.
Victor, taxi via Charlie Alpha 5. The Porter under tow is turning west up.
Yeah, Porter under tow. It was always under tow. Always under tow.
Bizjet 1583, Vancouver Tower number 2, flying Navajo, half mile final, first land runway 26 right. Quad 3318, ground pushback at your discretion.
Nice, so this is looking good. This is looking good to my eyes. Top notch. Top notch. 330. Beauty. That is looking really good. Those engines are spooling up. for the usual spot. They're towing the porter right in front of us for whatever reason. I can't be in two places at once, can I? So there's the Hong Kong Airlines. And here's the porter. Right here. Strange that they brought it here, isn't it? Yeah, but they're towing it. Are there passengers in it? I don't think so, but hard to tell, isn't it? Hard to say what's going on here with that. Hard to say. I don't know. Haven't seen it before. Thank you, Dean. Dean says it was definitely ready to fly. So there were passengers on it. Who knows? They canceled it. Whatever. Bit of a delay there. Look at the Harbor Air. This is nice, isn't it? Nice looking caravan. Beautiful. Nice looking colors. Nice plane spotting for us. Registration is GHAN. Oh, our Learjet is taking off. Like an air show. It's like an air show, actually. All these neat airplanes around here. Hope you guys are enjoying this eclectic mix of aircraft. What a nice mix. Okay, so many neat little airplanes buzzing about us. Wow. Okay. There is the Air Canada. Where's this aircraft going to? This is also going to Hong Kong. It's Air Canada Flight 7, actually. So two flights back to back almost. Both going to Hong Kong. Air Canada and the competition, Hong Kong Airlines. So we've got 1,000 seats heading to Hong Kong within 10 minutes of each other. Maybe not 1,000 seats, 800 seats, something like that, 700 seats. Aircraft usual spot. I think it's about here. We'll be ready for it. Do the follow out as it climbs. There it is. I see it right behind the tree. Okay. Korean cargo. Well, we're getting little bits and pieces, right? All kinds of stuff.
Just around to proceed by Lima to the airport.
Lots of little things around here for us. Oh, they've got the doors open on the North Caribou. I don't know if it's going to fly though. It's just, who knows, right? Who knows? I mean, they opened up the door. It could be an inspection or it's going to fly. Hard to tell. Hello, Eyewitness. Aiden Eyewitness, nice to see you here. And yeah, who knows? I don't know. Maybe the RJ will load passengers and take off. You never know. You just never know. We have to just wait and see. Play it by ear kind of thing. Yeah, we're just relaxing here. A little bit of downtime for us. Our first downtime really for the entire show, where we haven't actually had an aircraft under movement, but I figure we just point the camera at the CRJ while we kind of wait, see what's happening there. They open, as I say, they've maybe got maintenance people on board. There's an aircraft landing. Max wobbling in. And we've got a little Piper Navajo Skew Air, a regular aircraft on our show is Skew Air from Qualicum Beach. G-Pack is the Reggie. So somebody just came off the RJ there. I think a maintenance man. North Caribou maintenance man came off. Yeah. Another aircraft on the north side actually coming in. Right there. My allergies are kicking in like just in the last 5 seconds. I'm gonna have to sneeze, I think. Maybe not, but I just felt my allergies like holy smokes. About a violent sneeze was at bay. Yeah, the pollens are out for sure. The pollens are out.
Bizjet 1774 ground, taxi via Juliet, Hotel, Delta.
We got something on approach on the north side. Gliding in. Canada Max. scoping the horizon here. There's the WestJet gates. Showing you what's happening over at the flare gates and WestJet gates. It's kind of busy. Sunwing colors there. Yeah. Interesting, Kirsten, you had the allergy issues yesterday. Yeah, I definitely feel it in my nose right now. It's very, very tickly and I feel like at the back of my throat I might sneeze. Thank you for your kind words, Philippe Jean, that you like the channel. I appreciate that. That's wonderful. No, I won't touch my eyes. If I touch my eyes, it is game over. I will not touch my eyes. And thank goodness I don't have an itchy eye starting. I don't want to have an itchy eye event. It is absolutely game over at that point. It's a proper pain in the backside. Q400 landing. There's the porter way out there in the nosebleeds. WestJet looks like it's pushing back from the gate there. I think. We got a WestJet taxiing out over here. Right here. Fast taxi. Fast taxi. Again, I hear a helicopter in the distance. Okay, we got a jet landing on our side, so that's kind of nice. Right here. It's a 37. WestJet, kind of neat, coming in on our side. Nice landing. Good landing. I enjoyed it. We got another WestJet on the takeoff side. Right over there. Let's figure out if we can determine where this is going. San Francisco. It's WestJet 1774 heading to San Francisco. Another heavy coming out as well. Float plane. We got a Beaver. No, yeah, it's a turbo Beaver as well on amphibs coming out. Really neat, actually. I might sacrifice the WestJet for it here in just a second. So we'll see. Hello, Bob Smith joining us from Brighton. Well, I'm going to show you the Beaver on amphibs, turbo Beaver, right there. That is a turbo DHC2 Beaver. Kind of a unique thing.
24+1, give way to flare off 0.
And our WestJet is rolling as well. Right there. That was good. So, there goes the amphib. There goes the amphib, but we've also got heavy coming out our way. This aircraft, this heavy, is heading to Montreal as flight 306 to Montreal, which is neat.
460 bound to taxi via Hotel Lima to the apron. Embraer pushing at 27 to turn.
This is Montreal, looking great. 25% on the battery, so I may have to do another battery change here imminently. I'm on it, just so you guys know. And here goes our very own Icelandair taxiing out to Qualicum Beach, just across the water, just north of Parksville. Nice way to fly there. Yeah, Icelandair. Isn't that a nice color scheme on the Icelandair? Heavy, not heavy, it's a 37.
3011, just stand by taxi. They're going to have to get you a flow time. Okay, no worries. We'll stand by. We do have engines running, so we're good to go. Roger.
Okay.
JetFlix? Who's JetFlix?
E330, this looking good. Yes, by the way, guys, there's the vehicle right there. This is what you're watching right now. That's my car, and that is the beautiful banner that Venkman created for me. Isn't that nice? Yeah, Venkman did a great job on producing the JetFlix banner that I've got on my car. Thank you very much, Venkman, for your help with that. Yeah, so the battery's at 20%, so I'm just playing it by ear. Hello, Benevolent Backpacker. Interesting name. Nice to have you here, Benevolent. Martin, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the variety of airplanes, right? Bizjets, airliners, amphibs, the occasional helicopter, commuters, all the bits and pieces. I know that's a 1960s song. All the pieces, bits and pieces. I can't get that tune out of my head. I will not sing it for you guys, but it's just seems to be a theme for today. All the pieces. Okay, they didn't have much of a delay on the roll either. timeout, I guess. Why not? It'll take just a second.
Oscar 1302, caution,
I think. Wait for it right about there. That's it. Gear retraction went nicely. Good. Okay. We've got a Beach 1900 taxiing in. A noisemaker, as I call them. These are noisy suckers. Very noisy. Hello, old man Solo 57. Greg from Seafair. I met your father. Sitting near Richmond Center now, really enjoying your work. Thank you very much, old man Solo 57. I'm glad you knew my dad. Yeah. That's great. Great to hear from you. That is wonderful. Yeah, thanks for chiming in, old man Solo 57. You're sitting at Richmond Center enjoying the show, which is great. That is wonderful. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, my dad was a doctor here in Richmond from between 1962 and he retired in 2014. So he was a doctor for 52 years in Vancouver. He had his practice in Seafair. So a lot of people in Richmond knew of him, and there were people that were his patients for their entire lives. So yes, my dad was a family doctor right here in Richmond for 52 years. Lots of pieces, bits and pieces. Look at this, Saab 340. Oh. Nice. Okay. This is heading to Ottawa. Very good. Nice. So yeah, Rob, our resident Bizjet expert, has told me that this aircraft is heading to Ottawa. The battery's at 14%, so as soon as this taxi's passed, I'll do a battery change here, so everybody knows. Ottawa Uplands Airport. So yeah, I'm going to do the battery change, I think now, just because we're at 13%. I don't want to push the battery beyond its barrier of luck for us. I don't want to run out of luck. So let's do the battery change right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm doing the battery change. Look what this taxied out. Twin Otter on amphibs. Isn't that neat?
That's Wardair Twin Otter.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My friend bought it in Toronto and upgraded it. Sold it to Dennis Washington.
Oh, that's ex-Wardair. Okay. I know the aircraft.
Yeah.
I've seen it in Yellowknife in the 90s. Wow. Very cool. Yeah, Wardair amphib now. Okay. Wow.
There's an automotive convention in town, that's why there's a lot of Bizjets.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bizjets here. I noticed there's a whole row of Bizjets here.
A bunch back there too.
Okay.
They're all leaving.
Okay.
Jet.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of Bizjets. Tons. Who owns this one here?
Aviation CMP from St. Hubert. It's going to Ottawa.
Okay.
And back to Montreal again.
Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, neat stuff. Good action. Great action. American Airlines in the background too. Okay. Did you see the Bizjet? The
Coming back.
yeah. Who owns that?
They bought it in 2023, but it only first flew since then a couple of days ago.
Privately owned.
It's a company.
Okay.
I think they're in Cranbrook.
In Cranbrook. Wow.
First visit ever, they're 36.
Wow. It's a Lear 36. What year would it be from?
It's an old serial number, so probably
70s? Late 70s. That's what I thought.
Mid to late 70s.
Yeah, I knew it was vintage. Wow. Yeah, I knew it was a vintage Lear.
50 years old.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, that Learjet that we saw was vintage for sure.
He'll be back shortly.
Wow. Do they have it hangared here?
First visit ever.
Oh, first visit ever. Okay. Wow.
I think it's flown in 2 years.
Wow. So first visit ever here in Vancouver, and hasn't flown in 2 years. And we just saw it on our show today. Landing and taking off. So yeah, great action for you Bizjet fans. I knew that was something special. Incredible. Amazing stuff. And look at this, guys. I think the Airliner might fly. I'm just not sure if we're going to be here when it flies. Don't know. We've got another, look at this. Look at this. We have Porter. I don't know if it's the same one. Wow. Guys, good action. Ian on 35K. My first visit to your YVR stream. I'm loving the variety of aircraft and the conversations. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, it's just neat stuff for us to talk about. Absolutely. And Old Man Solo 57 says, my dad was a navigator for CPR then PWA. Incredible. So, Old Man 57, let me ask you, do you have any did your dad take color slides of aircraft back in the day? Or movies? I'm always looking for movies and old slides. So, if you have any old slides that your dad took, I would love to, I'd love to access them for videos and whatnot. So I always have to ask if you have any old colored slides of airliners or aircraft. Especially if your dad worked for CP. For the time being. So you've been here lots, old man. Okay, well when you see me, stop by and say hello. We can have a chat. Old Man 57. So I was born in 64, so you're actually 7 years older than me. You're 7 years older than me. So I'm 60 turning 61, and you're 67 turning 68. Okay, and here's our... Yeah, I'm on the platform here in this South Terminal observation deck. That's exactly where I'm standing right now.
That's got every available.
It's been a good day. I mean, it's been pretty much non-stop action. Bits and pieces, right? Lots of Bizjets. doors do we have, guys? It's a 320. That's an A320. A320 heading to Edmonton.
One of 10 Falcon 50s in the world with winglets.
Oh, wow. Okay. So Rob tells us this is one of 10 Falcon 50s with winglets in the world. Only 10 of them have winglets, and this is one of them. What a nice corporate aircraft this is. Look at it. One of 10. Yeah, our resident Bizjet enthusiast Rob gave the heads up. What's that?
It's a charter jet based here.
This is a charter. Okay.
Falcon 50 EX, Line 21 flight deck and winglets.
Wow.
Expensive one.
Yes. Wow. Lots happening right now. Lots happening. Look at this. All these aircraft just got super busy for us. Look at this thing here. I forgot to show you guys this. We've seen this before though. Sunwing. And there's the Bizjet. The winglets. Special. One of 10 in the world. Falcon 50. Based here for charter. Boy, what a fantastic, beautiful looking corporate aircraft. And look at this. Wow. Amazing stuff, guys. Something else. That was something else. I'll see if I can follow it. Now I lost it, unfortunately, but we saw what we saw. So we saw what we saw. Whew. It's been great action. Darren says, yeah, Falcon 900 tri-jet. I was calling it a Falcon 50. Need more cameras, yes. Need more cameras, exactly. Need like 4 different cameras here. Yeah, you're right, Kirsten. Yeah, lots of Sunwings. Lots happening. What have we got happening down here? Bizjet, but that's a newer Bizjet. This is not the old one like we saw earlier. This is a newer build machine. I'm just glad we got to see that vintage Learjet that Rob told us was from the late 70s, and it hasn't flown in 2 years, but we got to see it on his first ever visit to Vancouver. It was amazing. For me, that might be the highlight of the show, the vintage Learjet. Another Bizjet. According to Rob, there's a tire convention here in Vancouver, so that's why all these Bizjets are in town.
United 348 taxi Juliet, full short Lima, contact ground 121 coming on Juliet.
It's been great action, guys. Great action. I've enjoyed it. Thank you, Old Man 57. Solo, nice to see you. It's a procession of corporate iron. This is a Bizjet show. And yet another Bizjet. It's the Falcon 900. I was calling it the Falcon 50. Here's the winglets with the winglets right there. Rob was telling us what a special airplane that is. Spam call. I'll have to attend to that later. Old Man 57. Every time I saw your name in the chat, I thought of Neil Young. Right? Every single time I saw Old Man 57, it's the Neil Young song, right? You know, that's Old Man, Look at Me, I'm a, that song, his hit. I think it's just called Old Man from about 1968 or somewhere around there. Great video of it on YouTube when Neil Young performed that song back in '69. He's sitting in a live audience and he's sitting down playing his guitar. Great song. If you're a Neil Young fan and you want to see some classic '60s music, just plug in Neil Young Old Man into YouTube and you'll find a great video from the late '60s. I've watched that video so many times. Well, guys, we're just kind of waiting for some action. Oh, that's what's happening right here. Beach, this thing landing. Is it a King Air, maybe? American Reggie. 681 EV. And our Falcon 900's now moving. Right there. It's been a really good day. I've enjoyed it immensely. I hope you guys have too. If you have, hey, maybe you could hit that thumbs up button. That might be nice. Look at this beautiful corporate iron. As our resident Bizjet expert Rob was saying, Rob Reed, this is a Vancouver-based airplane. It's available for charter. If you've got a event or you've got a need to fly 10 people in high luxury out of Vancouver, this is your machine. Well, we've been here for 3 hours. It's been a great show. I've enjoyed it immensely. Time to say goodbye until next week. I'm wishing you all a very good week. I want to thank everybody for all your help. Those of you that were moderating. Thank you guys for being excellent moderators. Those of you that made donations, thank you very much for your donations. They're very much appreciated. And those of you that were just here watching, thanks for hanging out with us as well. So it's been a good, fun time. Good action, great action, good weather. What can you ask for? More than that? Nothing. So it's been a good one. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'm wishing One Half Geek Girl a very good trip to Narita tomorrow. So we'll look forward to seeing everybody next week. Bye, everybody.